Mr. Ned Melancon. It's so good to be here talking to you. I always begin these with a question, what's your earliest childhood memory that you have as a child?
Finding something to play with at my grandmother's baby. Wow. I was fascinated with trucks, big trucks.
Yes.
And trains.
Really?
I loved them. Till later on, I had misfortune on trains.
Did you have toy trains?
Well, I could see real trains pass by.
Yes.
You know, they had tracks on there.
Okay.
And we had a local line that carried sugar cane from the field to the refinery.
Absolutely. And you remember that at your grandparents'?
Yeah. Well, my second cousin lived pretty close.
Okay.
Kenny and them brothers. Anyway, we all got together as kids, and we watch out for that old train. You come pick up the sugar cane. We bring it with a wagon.
Okay.
And they put 2 box cars.
Yes.
In the end, you know, and they'd back it in there with a little locomotive. Of course, the derrick to pick them off the wagons and mule was a hand operated. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
And was it Southern Pacific Railroad or?
Southern Pacific.
My dad worked for Southern Pacific 37 years.
He did.
Yeah. He would have been 100 in 2023.
Oh.
He passed in 2015, but
I went to. That's a long story, though. I went to work for him for 2 weeks.
Really? Oh.
But anyway, we go to the.
Okay.
I had misfortune on that. It wasn't my fault, but
okay.
I always had a hot temper.
Oh, really? When you were younger?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, my brother came. He was number 4 in the world, so he wouldn't take him long to wipe me out.
Number 4 boxer, right? He was a boxer?
Yeah.
Number 4 in the world.
4 in the world.
That's amazing. That's wonderful.
He beat the number 4.
He beat him?
In 2 fights. The second fight.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's why Sugar Ray helped him.
That's Sugar Ray Leonard. That's amazing. Sugar Ray Robinson. Robinson. There we go. Okay.
He's supposed to have been the smartest fighter they had in those days. He's black.
Wow.
But
Yes.
he's
a good boxer. Definitely.
very good.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. Well, that's good. Well, what your grandparents' names? Who were they?
Okay. My grandpa's name was Ernest.
Okay.
Menard.
Menard.
I don't know what middle name. Ernest Menard.
Okay.
And his wife was a Landry.
A Landry?
Not a Landry.
Okay. That's a big name. I know Landry's restaurant. And
Common.
okay.
Common.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Landrys.
Yeah.
And so they raised you?
Until Grandpa died.
Okay.
I think I was about 5 years old
when he passed?
When he passed.
Okay.
And as all kids, I was afraid of dead people.
Yes.
And in those days, they didn't bring you. He died at home.
Right.
In bed. Had a lot of people there, but
yeah.
I just stayed away from that room I was in because your grandpa's dying. You know, I hear people talking. And boy, after a while, Grandma said, "No, come see me." He said, "Your grandpa wants to talk to you before he died." Oh, that's.
Wow.
I figured dead people look like a skeleton. I didn't know.
Right, 5 years old, yes.
I thought I was a skeleton. I didn't want to go talk to.
Right.
Oh, she said he won't be thick with him, and he wants to tell you bye, hug you. Yeah. It was against my will, but she brought me in it.
Okay.
And I didn't want to look at him.
Yes.
And I guess he saw me. Anyway, he said, Tichou, he called me Tichou.
Tichou.
He said, Tichou, that's you, in French, you know.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I said, yeah, that's me, Grandpa. And I finally turned and looked at him, and he looked pretty normal. He wasn't a skeleton.
Right.
I thought he would have been, you know.
Well, sure.
I didn't
yes.
know.
Yes.
Anyway, he said, come, I wanted to talk to you. I said, okay. And he asked me in French, he said, you got the corn ready to feed the chickens? I'll help him shell some corn every night. He said, you got the corn ready? I said, Allah. But I said, yeah, I got everything all ready, Grandpa. He said in French, I'm not a regular bull, shit on them chicken. And I knew right there, because he cussed.
Yes.
In those days, he was ugly language, but shit on them chicken. Stay here with me.
Yes.
So I knew he was okay then.
Yes. He wanted you with him and not with the chickens.
Yeah.
That's...
When he says, I'm not a regular fool, that shit was on him. I knew he was okay then.
Yes.
Because when he'd get mad or he'd get, him and Grandma have words, he'd go kick the barn. He wouldn't tell her nothing.
He'd go kick the barn?
The barn, yeah.
Okay.
He took out his anger.
That's what he, yes, that's how he worked his anger out.
Oh, yeah, he didn't. Oh, he didn't talk back to Grandma.
No, no.
She had 12 kids.
My goodness.
They not all live, a lot of them died. Crib death.
So you had a lot of cousins.
Oh, a bunch.
A bunch of cousins.
I got Kenham and Orden. He's my second cousin, his daddy.
Okay.
And our first cousin, we grew up at Grandpa's time, way back then.
Really? Okay.
He was a little bit older than me.
Okay.
Anyway.
And that was in Youngsville?
Between Youngsville and Vero, little.
Vero, okay.
Between Milton and Youngsville, you know.
Gotcha.
It's all sugar cane.
Absolutely, yes. Now, when your grandfather passed, did you move back with your mom?
Yeah. They decided with the girls that were left, Mama and he had 3 sisters.
Okay.
That were still alive.
Okay.
They decided Grandpa owned 50 acres of land.
Wow.
I think it come from his daddy.
Where was this land?
Between Youngsville and Milton.
Okay.
And his sugar cane, and that's how he made his living.
Sure, sure.
And it was a Spanish grant from the Spanish government from way back.
Wow.
They gave all the local people that were healthy, farmers all in those days, they gave them 50 acres if they moved on it and cultivated it, planted it.
Go.
So I think a lot of people have 50-acre farms, so I think that's probably what it is.
That's probably where they came from. Okay.
Yep.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty interesting. I hadn't heard about that land grant that the Spanish had done, so that's new information. Now, why were you living with your grandparents and not your mom? What made you? Why were you living with your grandparents and not your mom?
Okay. She went to work for another priest in Erath.
Okay. Erath, Louisiana.
Close by. Anyway, he was up in age already.
Okay.
And he contracted diabetes. He was real sick. And then they had no cure for diabetes in those days.
Right.
And they go ape shit. It throat thing, and they had no control. They didn't know.
Yeah.
So they couldn't get nobody to stay with him. And Mama didn't give up. She stayed with him. He threw piss pots out and everything else.
Oh, goodness.
But she stuck with him.
Right.
And when he died, before she went to Father Bischoff later.
Father who?
Bischoff.
Bischoff. Okay, thank you.
That was here. Anyway, he hadn't got here yet. He's still probably in Rome at that time.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. Let's see where I'm at.
So Father Bischoff came to Cameron Parish, right? Or Creole?
Yeah, he was, the bishop, we didn't have a bishop here, he was in Lafayette.
Okay.
Bishop Jomar, I remember the name.
Because the Lafayette Diocese, they didn't have the Lake Charles Diocese.
It was part of Lake Charles, yeah.
Right, yes.
Yeah. The bishop in Lake Charles told me one of the toughest, youngest parish he had that needed a tough man. You know?
Yes.
And it was tough. They had a lot of mosquitoes.
Right.
He went and say mass on horseback.
Yes.
Like that.
My goodness. So he came to Creole, and your mom worked for him?
Mama worked for him for 20-some years.
What did she do? What?
She was the altar society, everything. She did it all.
Everything for the church?
Cleaning the church. She got $20 a month.
My goodness.
For 20-some years.
Okay.
But Father Bishop had a roof over her kids. That's what she was after.
She was working for him, but he gave her a place to stay.
Right.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And before let's see. Well, I was still at Grandpa when she moved to Father Bishop.
Got you.
Her and Al, my brother Al.
The one with asthma?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got on the Borealis wreck here in Lake Charles and with my boat.
Real Borealis Rex?
Yeah.
That ship that they had here in Lake Charles.
It made a trip every week, made a round trip to Cameron.
Absolutely, yes.
Anyway, Mama said they had a storm. They didn't have radar or nothing. They had a storm in the lake.
Yes.
Said everybody was praying. Said the windshield broke.
Yes.
She had a lot of. Anyway, Mama had a tough time. She had to clean out all these priests come duck hunting.
Yes.
It killed 240 ducks, and she had to clean.
She had to clean all the ducks.
Everything.
Plus keep the church and the rectory and all of that clean.
Everything. She did. She was.
What an amazing lady. That
was.
is just amazing.
She had one thing she believed in. If you were lazy and didn't want to work, you went straight to hell.
There we go.
And if you were willing to work, you went up. And that
gosh.
was her philosophy in life. When I'd get almost, after I moved to Creole, I'd get almost at the end of school year, you're going to have to find your little job for something.
Exactly, yes.
Because she didn't have any money to give us.
Right, right.
He gave us a dime to go to the dance. I had 10 cents.
Yes.
And I'd get with a friend next door. They were poor.
Okay.
And he had 10 cents.
Okay.
So we'd go in the ballpark and buy a beer for 10 cents. Super kind of beer, Jack's.
Yes. Jack's, yes.
Jack beer.
Yes.
I think maybe, anyway, Budweiser was 15, so they and we would drink, me and old Don would split one.
Yes.
We didn't drink it, they wouldn't let us drink it inside.
Yes.
So we'd go outside and split a cold beer, him and I.
Yes.
And
now she was raising y'all. What happened to your dad?
Her dad?
Your dad. Why was she raising y'all alone?
Well, he died in the field.
In the field?
In the cotton field, I think it was.
Got you. Okay.
Farming.
Yes.
And they claim that he died with a heat stroke. I don't know. We don't never know.
Right.
Might have been a heart attack. Might have been something.
Okay.
They never did follow up.
Okay. So after that, your mom with the priests, and then Father Bischoff came in from Sweden.
Well, yeah, Father Gay was the first priest she went to.
Got you. Okay.
But he had a little small house.
Okay.
One, 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
A little bit easier to clean.
So he told Mom, he says, I need a housekeeper. He says, but I can't take 4 kids, you know.
Right.
Mama said, well, one of them going to join the Navy as soon as he's able.
Okay.
And he said, I got my daughter fixing to go to SLI in Lafayette.
There we go.
And she go stay with my sister in Youngsville.
Okay.
You go to college.
Yes.
And Ned living with my dad and mom.
Yes.
I was the baby.
Okay.
And he says, as only Al, the orphanage can't keep him, he says, I've got to take him with me.
Yes.
He said, well, yeah, you can bring one. He said, you and him can have a bedroom.
Why wasn't the orphanage able to keep Al? What was his?
He was too sick with asthma.
Asthma, okay.
And as a kid, he baby.
Okay. Got you. Okay.
I was 6 months old, so he must have been a little over 2 years old.
Gotcha.
Coughing every breath. And
yeah, that's just not, yeah. I remember hearing about the story where you and Father Bischoff were in a car riding, and the window was down, and you heard a cry. What happened with that?
I was an altar boy, naturally.
Okay.
Me and my brother Al, it's gone. He had other friends, older friends than me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was an altar boy, and Father Bishop got a telephone call. He had these phones with 2.5 rings.
Yes.
You know, 2. So it was for Father Bishop. Mama said, Father, you got a telephone call. And some lady was from Grand Seigneur was dying. She wanted the last rites. He said, well, I'll have to go. He says, I'll have to go give her the last rites. And it was late in the afternoon then.
Okay.
So he asked me if I wanted to ride, and I said, well, sure. He said, go ask your mama.
Okay.
So she always had the last word with me.
Yes.
He said he didn't barge in the mama.
Right. Your mom made the decision.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Anyway, I thought Father Bishop, he had a nice big Buick car, a big car there.
Really?
And because he had crank windows in those days. And
yes.
I was in the front seat with him, and he's going down the road. It's all a shell road, you know.
Oh yeah.
You didn't have a paved asphalt, and naturally, then shell made a lot of noise, you know.
Yeah.
But I decided I wanted to crank the window down and feel that fresh air. Didn't have the air conditioning.
Yeah.
So I put the window down, and as a kid, I put my hand naked, go like that, you know, like an airplane outside.
Yes.
And above the noise of the shell, I thought I heard somebody holler for help. I said, Father, I think I heard somebody holler for help. Oh, he did? He stopped the car. It was real quiet. You hear crickets, and in the nighttime. But no, we waited a while. After a while, sure enough, way out in the marsh, we heard, help, help. Oh, I heard that. I heard it. He said, somebody's stuck in the marsh. Apparently,
yes.
He said, somebody hollering help.
Right.
So he knew Moise thoroughly. He was a trapper.
Okay.
He had a mud boat, go everywhere.
Yes.
So he told him, he said, well, you get my boat. He said, we leave the kid with my wife, so she won't take room. So Father Bishop and Moise Sturley took off, and they found 5, I think, Air Corp people.
What kind of people?
They were from Chenault Air Base.
Yes,
Yeah,
Air Corp.
Air Corp, yeah.
Air Corp, yes.
They had crashed on a, well, they hadn't really crashed to hurt it, but they had to land on the beach.
Okay.
Because it was on a little small bomber.
Yes.
And had emergency landing, they had to sit down.
Oh my goodness.
So they decided it was getting dark, they couldn't get nobody on the radio.
And it's dangerous out there at night, right? I mean, there were
well, they didn't know.
Right. I mean, there's wild animals out there that'll just...
They decided they heard some cars running from where that was from.
Yes.
A lot of more between the Grand Seigneur and the beach.
Yes.
But they didn't know it got deeper.
It's deep.
Quicksand and everything.
Yes.
And if you get a little further out, the weeds was over your head.
Yes.
They decided they were going to make a run for go to land. They could hear some cars, see some lights after all.
Yes.
It got dark.
Okay.
The guy who was in charge of him said he heard a bunch of geese. He thought it was the Gulf, and he kept putting the nose behind him and got away from him. It was dark. He couldn't wheeze above the head.
Yes.
He said one of them got snake bit and mosquitoes eat him.
Of course, yes.
They came back with, well, they didn't have all of them. They had a Father Bishop and Maurice Turley, and they brought 2 or 3 guys back, and the rest of them, you knew where they were. So
right.
They went back and got them.
Okay, 2 trips. Okay.
Anyway.
Wow. And all because you heard, you had the window down.
Yeah.
And you heard the help.
Above the shell noise and
exactly. Now that's close to a miracle right there.
Anyway, we saved them. We got a name on the paper.
Really? An article.
It wasn't a big article.
But still.
Anyway.
That's pretty good. Well,
we were proud of it.
I can imagine. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Ned, I had heard that you were, as a young man, you saved someone, was it Broussard Beach, where you saved somebody from a riptide, or was it another beach?
No, it was another beach, but I don't remember the name of it. It's closer to Grand Seigneur into that.
Gotcha, absolutely. Okay. So what can you tell me about what happened with the lady that you saved?
Well, there had quite a few people there. I don't really remember who all was there.
Okay.
But they had a wharf going out over the water. You could get on a walk and jump in the water, or you could swim.
Nice.
But you had to watch out for the rip currents. I knew about them, but I don't know if they did or not. But anyway, somebody said, holler, said, look, that old lady up there can't swim. I don't believe she's trying. I don't think she can swim.
Wow. So somebody saw her and told you.
Well, hollered at me.
Okay.
And so I was already on the wharf.
Got you.
So I run, caught up with her, she was even with her, so I jumped in, and she was going, fighting it, but she's going the wrong way,
Oh, goodness, yes.
And I knew about that part of it, because Father Bishop had told me about it.
Father Bishop was the person who really spent a lot of time with you.
He taught me about everything I know about a lot of things.
Oh, right. But he told you how to swim, right?
Oh, yeah.
How to do a rip current.
Yeah.
What did you do when you got to her?
Well, I just run till I got even with her, and I jumped in the water.
Got you.
And I could swim. I guess I was strong enough. I bugged that tide till I got to her.
Okay.
And I said, we better swim away from the wharf. Swim away from the wharf. Don't try to get back to the wharf. There's that riptide between the wharf and us.
Yes.
I say, swim away from the wharf.
Okay.
And she went, I helped her some, you know, but I got her away from that.
Got away from the wharf and moving her away from the riptide.
Yeah.
Did you have her arm, her shoulders, or?
I don't remember.
Okay. But you were helping her, right?
Yeah. No, I didn't think anything about saving her life at the time. She told me that. I don't really remember who the lady was, but she said, you know what she did? I said, what did that, ma'am? I didn't remember her name or nothing.
Okay.
She said, you saved my life. Oh, I said,
well, there you go. I mean,
she told me that. I said, well, just, you remember one thing when that's a rip current you was in, so you fighting it.
yes.
And so you're not strong enough to fight that, because it was pretty strong.
Yes.
Of course, I was young, I could swim good, you know.
But at least she learned, I hope, you know, how to swim for that, how to save herself for that because of you.
Well, I hope she, you know, I've never seen the lady since.
Okay.
I don't remember if I saw her.
Okay.
I think I knew who she was married to.
Really? Okay.
Grand Chenier, that's probably why we was out that way.
Got you.
Right.
Now, what about, I heard you were struck by lightning.
I was struck by lightning.
What happened?
Let's see. After I moved to Creole, Mama believed in work.
Okay.
So I was going to school after Father Bishop reinstated me from expelling. He made take me back.
Yes.
Anyway, Mama said, school's about to stop. You're going to have to find your little job.
Yes.
Mama, there was no such thing as being out of work with Mama. You had to work.
Right. Yes.
So she had, bless her heart, she snowed on the. Anyway, so I decided I was going to go to work for W.T. Burton.
Absolutely. Yes.
He had a bunch of tugboats that tied up between here and Hackberry there on Burton's shipyard, they call it.
Yes.
Anyway, I went up there. I said, I don't have that much experience. I work on a boat offshore. And I went in the Navy. It don't matter. He said, yeah, we hired me. They hired me on a tugboat. I was a deckhand.
Nice.
Let's see, where am I at now?
So.
Anyway, when I got struck by lightning.
Yes.
Okay. We was pulling some borders on the Anacostia Canal.
Right.
We were going to the Weeks Island or somewhere.
Absolutely.
Anyway, got some bad weather. The captain was calling East. He was the East. Fido East.
EAST.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Fido. Anyway, he said, I think you couldn't hardly see. He said, I think I'll pull over to the side of the bank.
Okay.
And tie it to the tree and let it blow over. You know, but you couldn't see anyway.
Yeah.
So they made me get on the barge and with a rope and try to get a tree to latch on to, you know.
Yes.
I'd walk to the end of them, pretty far from the tugboat, but about 2 borders down.
Okay.
Anyway, I was up there trying to get a rope around a tree limb.
Yes.
That's all I remember.
Wow.
No, I guess Anyway, when I woke up, I was back on the tugboat. They
Okay.
were washing my face with a wet rag.
Okay.
I said, well, what happened? He said, lightning struck the barge,
Oh, gosh.
and your feet and everything's wet. It just probably followed.
Of course,
He
yes.
didn't get a direct hit, but he said it knocked you out.
Yes.
That was the end of that. You know,
You didn't go to the hospital or anything? You need to...
No.
Okay.
They woke me up and I was okay. And
That's
young.
amazing. My goodness.
Yes.
Uh,
And we were raised pretty tough in Korea.
Yes.
Well, you had to learn to fight or you was no good.
exactly. Yes. I mean,
In
yeah.
fact, when Spig came back, I knew he was a good boxer. I had a lot of newspaper clippings about him fighting different people all over the world.
Yeah.
I mean, well, maybe, you know, when he came, we had gloves.
Yeah.
He always carried 2 pairs of gloves. So he put the gloves on because he could wipe me out in a hurry.
Yeah.
But he'd aggravate me.
Oh.
And I tried to knock his block off if I could.
Yes.
It wasn't easy to do.
No.
Anyway, he said, one day I got mad. I was trying to hurt him, I guess. Wait a minute, little brother. He said, this ain't working. He said, you'll never be a prize fighter. I said, I got it. He said, you got the power and all, you built good and you in pretty good shape, but he said, you got too much temper. He said, you got to hold you cool.
Yes.
He says, all that time you swinging wild, so somebody else that knows what he's doing and kill you.
Yes.
So I said, well, I didn't want to be a fighter anyway. I wanted to play music.
Yes.
That was more fun than having a fight.
Very much.
One time, Spig was so good and fierce that he was dangerous.
Yeah.
Anyway, him and I stopped we'd go to the bars early after order.
Yeah.
He had lost 2 children, and I lost my family.
Yeah.
Anyway, we stopped at the Twin Gables, the Colettas that they were running into. The Twin Gables bar on Burrow. It's a old house that had 2 gables.
Right. Yes.
And they made a bar out of it. Anyway, we stopped one morning, me and Spig, early. We didn't know the place was open, but it was. And we opened the door, that just black bartender and wife and, you know, getting ready for the day.
Right.
There was nobody in there. So we went, oh, I said, you open? Oh, yes, sir, come on in. You know. So we sat at the bar, nobody in there. And we drank our beer. I think we was on the 2nd beer. We didn't notice it, but the door opened, the 2 guys walked in. I didn't pay them no mind.
Right.
But I guess they knew Spig was in there apparently, because he'd been working bouncing and
Right.
at the time. They must have recognized him. Anyway, I didn't think nothing. No, we kept drinking our beer and they walked behind us. They thought they was going to sit down at the bar. They passed behind me and I heard go BAM! They crowned sitting there with a full bottle of wine.
Hit him with the head?
And he hit the floor, knocked him off, and I jumped on him. 2 of them big grinning boys, look like football players.
Right.
Anyway, they sitting there, both of them grinning.
Goodness.
And I stayed on, didn't want them to hit him again.
Right, exactly.
So then I'm going to stand up tomorrow.
Yes.
I ain't going to let my brother fight them 2 big guys.
Right.
Which I said, I might be cruising for bruising,
But you're going to
you have
help
to
your
prove
brother.
it. Well,
Yes.
my brother, I'm not going to let them. So, about that time, he was shaking his head. He had a little blood on it.
Right.
But he wasn't hurt.
Right.
Got a hole head. Anyway, he got up and stood up. They were stood in front. I stood up in front of one of them. He looked at me. He put his arm. He said, "Stand back, little brother." He said, "This won't take long."
Cool.
I don't know what happened. It was done so fast.
Wow.
He dropped both of them.
Goodness.
They won't forget spit.
Now that's a good brother story.
We never did find out who they were.
But
He wouldn't hold a grudge anyway.
right, yeah. Just take care of business right there and move on.
He said, "Let's go have a beer somewhere."
That's it. That's amazing. I was told that you had something, a very special assignment given to you when you were in the military, when you were on Guam, and it was guarding a special plane. What can you tell us about that?
All during World War II, I was attached to the Marines.
Okay.
I was in the Navy,
Okay.
but I was a Seabee.
Gotcha.
So we lived with the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Anyway, they picked we lived in a kind of a different part of the camp.
Sure.
It was all CBs there, and next door with the Marines.
Okay.
Anyway, they had a detail, they call it a detail.
Okay.
They got some equipment, and they picked us. I drove a truck at the time, a bulldozer, and they picked me and 6 or 7 CBs that could operate the equipment, and 2 to the Marines to kind of guard.
Guard, yes. Yeah.
Anyway, we went to a little island called Tinian.
Okay.
It's not that far by boat. We got on a boat and brought our equipment up there and patched some holes in at the airstrip in Tinian.
Okay.
It had a long airstrip, but it had some bad holes.
Sure.
So we patched them with the asphalt.
Yes.
And we were through with the job, but we wasn't going to try to go back that night. We were going to go wait till the next morning and go. I had a small boat, so we load everything up and, go back to Guam.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did that. 2 hours, 2-hour guard duty. But
Okay.
you got to be alert. He said,
Yes.
nothing. He said, don't let anything get by that plane.
Okay.
And I say, what plane? And we all looked at these on the edge where the buildings were on there, and you could see the airfield, but there wasn't nothing there. There had some lights, a few lights. But finally I said, yeah, you get B-29 bomber sitting on the airfield. Nobody's supposed to get close to it. He said, but you got orders. He says, you got a submachine gun with all of it. Nobody gets close to that plane.
Okay.
I thought it was the president on that.
The president?
No.
Yes.
I made my 2 hours or nothing happened.
Okay.
Just sit there and watch that plane.
Right.
Sitting in the middle of the airstrip. And the next day we loaded up all crap and went back to Guam. And got on the radio, so everybody excited. The United States had dropped an atomic bomb on Japan.
That was Hiroshima.
Yeah, it dropped it on Hiroshima, but it left from Tinian. It was supposed to leave from Guam
Right.
But the Japs knew about Guam. They knew we was on Guam.
Yes.
A big Air Force and a Marine base on Guam, so I guess they picked maybe, anyway, he was Air Force in those days.
Yes.
So the Air Force, they lit that B-29 and said there all night. We didn't know it was atomic bomb on there. We didn't know that.
So it was
the
Enola Gay.
Anything.
The Enola Gay, and you were guarding it.
Enola Gay, yeah. Found out later it was an atomic bomb. We was guarding that thing.
Yes. Wasn't the president, it was the atomic bomb.
It was a piece of bomb.
My goodness.
Just half of it. The other part had to go by ship.
Yes.
On the Indianapolis.
Yes.
The Indianapolis brought the other half, and they joined together, and you know what happened.
Yes.
But the poor people on the Indianapolis, they delivered, and they took off for Hawaii.
Yes.
They were headed for Hawaii. Japanese threw 2 or 3 torpedoes in it. They sank.
Yes.
And they drowned quite a few people.
Yes. Yeah, that was a tragic. Yeah.
And they thought the war was over. They celebrated.
Yeah.
They knew about the atomic bomb already through the radio again. They was heading back to.
Exactly.
The submarine.
Wow. That's. Yeah, war is.
I got a boy from Creole and he died.
Really? In Indianapolis? Wow. Didn't know that.
And they lost one on Pearl Harbor Day.
I didn't know that either. Okay.
Yeah.
So, one thing from last time that I did not ask, we can start there. Something about a German POW named Karl. Can you tell me that story?
Okay, it's old World War II thing. In the service, I was in the CBE.
Yes.
Navy CBE, but I was living with the Marine Corps, attached to the Marine Corps. And on Guam, the war was just about over with. But they had a big POW camp on Guam, and we stood, we had that sand guard on, and the Marines did, and we took our turns, CB.
Sure.
And I met this one POW. I don't know how he wound up on that side of the world, but he was a German pilot for Hitler on the other side.
Right. How?
I don't know how he got there, but plus we had a bunch of Japanese in that in the compound, and Italians.
Wow.
Because Hitler and
Mussolini, exactly.
They joined. Yeah. Anyway, I met this one. I'd go pretty regular because I was get guard duty. If I didn't, I had met this one guy from Germany, and his name was Karl. And he's a nice looking guy, and he talked perfect English.
Wow.
So I got to be pretty, we got to talking about our homes and all. And,
nice.
And he told me one time, he says, you guys gotta win. I said, well, we will win.
Love that.
And that's what I was in there for.
Yes.
The war was just about over.
Yeah. But he was saying that America had to win.
Had to win. He said, the only way I'll get back home if that idiot wins up there that I'm fighting for, because he don't know what he's fighting for.
Yes.
He said, if that idiot and his bunch wins up there, he said, I had no hope of ever seeing my family. He says, I want to get back. And he said, if you guys win, when you win, he said, I think he always sent us all back home. I said, well, you're right, probably.
Yes.
He said, well, we was close, you know. He's a nice guy.
Yes.
Talked real good English, you know.
That's amazing. That's wonderful.
And he was a Messerschmitt pilot in Germany,
Yes.
and he got shot down over the English Channel somehow.
Goodness.
I don't know how he wound up on Guam.
Right. Maybe the POW camps in Europe were overcrowded.
Well, yeah, probably so.
Okay.
That was a big one we had. We had a bunch of people.
Yeah.
A bunch of Japanese.
Wow.
Anyway, we got to talking and told me we had to win and all that. I said, no, we will win.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Okay.
And he said, about that time, not long after that, we dropped the atomic bomb, you know, and the war was
That's when,
yeah.
Right before the bombs, yeah.
But anyway, when I was telling Bob, I think they're going to shut y'all down, and they declared a peace treaty.
Yeah.
We will shut this place down and send you home, brother.
Yes.
He said, well, in a way, he said, I hate to leave. He said, y'all treat me so good.
Wow.
He said, I'm treated better here than I would be in Germany.
Wow.
I said, well, I almost felt like crying. I hated to leave. He was a good friend.
Yeah, he's a good friend, yeah.
Anyway, we got to saying, he said, well, I hope I'll make it better. And he says, it's back home, he says, it'll be because of you people, he said. That's the only way I'll make it home. I said, well, it should be over with pretty soon. From what I hear, and I heard about it. Bomb.
Yeah.
He said, well, I'll never forget you.
Yeah.
See, if I make it home, he said, I'll start telling them, if I have any family left up there, he said, I'll tell you how good I was treated, tell them all about you, then I met a good American friend.
Yes.
And I said, well, I'm not married, I don't have no kid, but I said, if I ever get married and have children, and I have a boy, I'm going to name him after you.
Oh, man. What did he say to that?
Oh, he said, boy, that'd be not an honor. I said, well, I'm just doing my job, what they tell me to do.
Yeah.
And,
that's amazing.
I said, how do you spell your name? Oh, he told me, I don't remember what his first name was, but his last name, you know, all I know it was something Karl. The middle name was Karl.
His middle name was Karl.
K-A-R-L.
Okay.
I said, so I made it back to Creole. Finally got married. After the Korean War, I got married.
Yes.
And when we got married, my little girl, I married a young girl I was courting before I went to the Korean War.
Yeah.
Anyway, she waited for me, and I told her, I said, well, I'm not going to be true to you. I'm going overseas again. I said, I've been in one war, I may not even come back.
Yeah.
So I say, you pretty and you young. Like her mama said she dated and everything with and everything.
Wow.
And when she came back home, we got back together.
Wow.
And I didn't know she was still a virgin, you know.
Yes.
So she was still young.
Yes.
But I figured she's a good look. She didn't have no problem finding somebody.
Yes.
Anyway, her mama said she never did. She dated and went on, but I didn't question that. I agreed to marry her anyway.
Yes.
Because if she did, I told her I wasn't going to be untrue to her anyway.
Yes.
I mean, true to it. Anyway, we got married, and the first shawl with a little girl.
Yes.
So I told my wife, I said, if it's a girl, I'll let you name it. If it's a boy, I got a name from way back. And that was a Karl.
Yes.
So we had a little girl, and she decided she wanted her name. She had a good friend with Slumberger.
Yeah.
Was named Jacqueline.
Oh, nice name.
But Jackie was her,
Absolutely.
nickname.
Yes.
Her and Jacqueline was real good friends
Okay.
with Slumberger. And she said, I'd like to name him after Jackie. I said, well, whatever you want, she's a girl.
Yes.
So she had trouble having that first child.
Yes.
It come on tails there, She named him Jacqueline.
Nice.
For that little woman that worked offshore with Slumberger. Well,
Okay.
her husband did.
Yeah.
Anyway, it goes back a long way. And when the little boy came, I told him I would name Karl for sure. And I said, hey, I'll name him Richard Karl because she was a Richard.
Nice.
Okay.
Absolutely. Maiden name. Yeah.
I said, I'll name him Richard Karl. He was 2 and 4 when I lost him in Audrey in 57.
Yeah. Yes. Well, now, I wanted to ask you about a story, but it's up to you if you want to talk about it. I understand that you experienced Hurricane Audrey. And would you like to speak about that?
Well, yeah. Anyway, that was a turning point of my life. I went into 2 wars in the service, and I come back, but that was the worst war. I lost that war.
Well, that was just one day.
I didn't have I was working for Slumberger, dispatching.
Okay.
And my brother and my sister's husband, we split the dispatching in cameras. We both lived in Creole, but the dispatching was, somebody had to be there when all the shop people were left. There had to be radioactive stuff.
Yes.
And of course the crews come and loaded up the stuff and went in and out.
Yes.
Anyway, the day before Audrey, I worked at night, all night long. So the wife and I decided we were going to get the kids. My kids was 2 and 4 years old.
Okay.
So we decided they like to play in the water,
Yes.
And I was teaching my wife, didn't know how to swim, but I was teaching her.
Yes.
But she could swim a little bit.
It was getting there, okay.
And she went up there. We all went to Broussard Beach.
Okay.
You know where that is?
Heard of that, yes.
His dance hall, like in there.
Yes, I've heard, yeah.
Anyway, Broussard had some little cabin that he'd rent them.
Yes.
That was before Audrey.
Yeah.
They got all wiped out.
Yes.
Anyway, my sister came driving up, and I didn't know what she wanted. She said, Dal, that was her husband.
Okay.
Dal's got a favor to ask you. I said, well, yeah. I know you worked last night. I said, well, I slept all night. And
right.
He said, well, that's why he wanted to do. Ask you if you'd come back and work at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
In his place. I know it's his night to work, but he wants to move some cattle. He's got some help on horseback. People going to help him to move some cattle away from the beach.
Right.
Get him to our land. So
yes.
I said, well, I'll take it. Right? I didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
So my wife said, well, we had just built a new home.
Okay.
But she said, I'm going to have to stay by myself. I said, well, no, my sister, they're going to have about 10, 12 people there. I got an aunt and an uncle there.
Okay.
Spig going to be there and his family.
Yes.
His wife from Australia. And
Wow.
three boys. I said, there were a bunch of people there, and they had a home, big house.
Okay.
So she decided she going to spend the night with that bunch of people instead of staying by herself.
Right. Yes.
It wasn't about a stone's throw, you know.
Right.
Anyway, she stayed with them people. There were 13 people, I think, 7 drowned and 6 survived.
Goodness.
Spiegel was the only one who could swim.
Really?
He said, yeah. He told me that later on. He said, I pulled a bunch of them out of the water. He said, but they had got on the roof of the house,
yes.
and it broke. And it the roof floated off.
Gotcha.
But he said the wind was so strong, he couldn't stand up.
Yes.
He picked a bunch of people out as fast as he could, but 2 of his kids drowned.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Pulled my sister out of the water 2 or 3 times.
Gosh.
Anyway, I got caught. I was in telephone. I talked to my wife before it happened.
Right.
We knew the storm was coming.
Right.
I'd heard it on the radio. It was still 80-some miles an hour, and then there was a category 1, I believe, or something, whatever it was. And there was no use to worry about the time of landing. It was going to hit Galveston at noon.
Okay.
Well, I called my wife and I told her what I heard in the last. She said, well, we were all okay. She said, well, why don't you get you a nap? You don't have to call me every 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I said, well, okay, I'll call you. I said, I'll try to get some sleep. I've been listening to the radio,
Yes.
It wasn't slumber business. It was just everything was shut down.
Right, exactly, yeah.
I was the only man on duty.
Okay.
He said, well, go ahead and get you a nap. There's no business going on, so you should be quiet. I said, it's awfully quiet, nothing moving.
Yes.
I went to sleep in a little couch I had.
Okay.
And about 3 o'clock in the morning, damn siren woke me up real loud.
No.
It was a deputy sheriff with a police car come right up to the building and blew that siren.
Yes.
Hey Ned, he said, you better get out of here.
What?
I said, what do you mean? His name Tynes Vincent, who was the deputy.
Okay.
I said, what do you mean, get out? He said, I'm telling everybody to try to evacuate, he said, because the water's coming over the front ridge, he said, and it's coming up.
Wow.
I said, well, okay. I said, I'm going to have to close up. I tried closing up. The water was about that deep on the floor then, coming up. My car was outside. I gave up closing up. I went in my car. I got to get the crew
Exactly,
over there.
yes.
I cranked the car up, started good. It was a new car. I had a new car.
Okay.
I took off. I didn't go up to the end of the street. I drowned it out. It come up that fast.
That's quick rising. That's pretty fast.
Come up that fast. And
Okay.
I had to hold on to a fence to get back to the shop.
Okay.
That current was so.
Because the water was moving.
It was moving
Okay.
fast.
Okay.
And I looked back while I was crawling on that fence, and I saw my car going
No.
that quick.
Oh my goodness. So it was being taken by the water. The water was moving the car.
Oh yeah, it tumbling over.
Tumbling. Goodness. Okay.
I think they found a car about a mile from there later on.
Goodness.
I was hoping for the best. I had heard from my wife. Well, by the time the water went down enough, it was getting almost dark.
Okay.
I said, hell, you couldn't see nothing with trees down, no lights or nothing.
Yeah.
I said, hell, I can't try to walk in there.
Yeah.
I'll never find Creole.
Right.
It all looked the same, water and trees.
Yes.
So I walked to Cameron, the courthouse from where.
Absolutely. Lots of people did.
And I spent that night in. They had drinking water that time.
Okay.
So I drank water, and then had nothing else. But we drank plenty.
Yes.
So the next morning, I didn't sleep that night. I worried about.
Yes.
But, I didn't know till the next day my family had drowned. I had to walk to Creole from there, 15
From the
miles,
courthouse. Okay.
Anyway, I walked 15 miles to Creole. And I met Dallas, my brother-in-law's brother.
Okay.
He says,
No.
and nothing left at the place. He said, they're all gone. And he didn't know.
Right.
Where the house was, there's nothing there.
Okay.
He figured they all drowned. But I found out later on that somebody said, no, and she said, I believe they're picking somebody up in them way out there in the marsh.
Okay.
6 of them had survived.
6 from the 13, 6
Yeah.
of the people in the house.
But, yeah, the 7 of them
Yes.
didn't make it.
Okay.
Well, my family, wife and 2 kids, and Spiegel lost 2 children,
Okay.
and I had an aunt and an uncle from Lafayette. They had come to see Spiegel. They hadn't seen him in 10 years,
Oh, goodness.
and they knew he picked up the number 4 in the world. He's famous.
Yes, the boxer,
But
yes.
It was never known, you know. He quit boxing after that.
Okay. Well, Mr. Ned, that's an unbelievable story, and
That was a turning point in my life.
I can
Yeah,
imagine.
I like to never got over. I never did, really.
exactly, yes.
I've been treated, the good Lord treated me good.
That's a blessing,
I got
definitely.
I don't have no family.
Okay.
That's some. Are you kin and then second cousin?
Gotcha.
Anyway, and first cousin I grew up with. Well, anyway, they got a big family. They all got kids, and they come every week.
Nice.
And they've been doing that for several years.
Well, I'm going to make sure they get this video for you. I'm going to make sure they see this.
Oh,
That
okay.
so,
Oh, I love them to death. That's all I got.
yes.
Except my helper.
I was going to say, yes.
They're not kin to me, but I
But-
adopted. There's a family I got.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you.
And they all said they adopted me. So
Yes. Yeah.
I'm here.
You didn't show them your children. The kids.
My kids. Lord.
Show his farm.
That's what changed my life right there.
Yes.
2 and 4 years old.
Okay. Thank you for showing me that. And,
Sure.
that's very difficult, I know. But Mr. Ned, it is an honor.
Yeah. That's before I met my first wife.
Is that you? That's a great photo. Is that when you went into the CBs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shortly after, you know.
Oh, about 18 years old.
Yeah, I was about 18 or 19 or whatever.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your life in music?
Music?
Yeah.
Oh, when I learned with Willie Cornwell, you know that first part.
Yes.
Willie gave me that warped guitar. He tuned it Hawaiian, and I didn't have the steel and the right picks, but anyway, I started with a bottle and following.
Yes.
Anyway, he taught me a few chords, and I got to where I could follow him singing.
Nice.
And I hit a few notes on the steel, and I thought I could follow him pretty good. Anyway, that was before I got well enough to play with other people. You know.
Yes.
Anyway.
And now, who did you play with? What bands did you play with?
Oh, I didn't play with too many of them in Creole, Rust and Doug.
Kershaw's.
Kershaw,
Right,
yeah.
yes. We've heard of them.
They had a lot of kinfolk in Cameron.
Okay.
Yeah. So they'd visit their kinfolk, so I got together with them. And some of the local boys.
Yes.
Well, we had a little group. We played just for nothing for anybody wants.
Yeah.
We played at a movie. They had a movie every Saturday night. We played before the movie, and we get a free pass into the
Now, you were playing the steel guitar, but
yeah.
Did you also play the harmonica?
Oh, I played the harmonica.
Which one do you prefer? Which one do you like the best?
Well, I think I made an impression with the harmonica.
The harmonica, okay.
I wasn't a good, I don't think I was that good, but I played some.
I'm sure other people thought you were good. If you played a lot, then...
I played a lot. Played with my Lafayette cousins. They were all good musicians.
Really? What are their names?
They had a little band, which I didn't play regular with them.
Sure.
Once in a while, if I could get away, I'd drive up there and join them.
Nice.
They called him the old man that played the accordion. He was a German, Joe Fabaka.
Joe Fabaka.
Joe Fabaka.
All right.
Joe Fabaka and the name of the band.
Was it Louisiana something? Louisiana Travelers or
something like that. It'll come out a while.
All right. But you played for that band and around Creole and Cameron.
Yeah. Over here. Well, I come to Lake Charles. I wasn't playing anymore because got our little band we used to play at the movies for.
Yeah.
Yeah. It got disrupted,
Okay.
One of them when the service got killed.
Oh, wow, okay.
And when I turned 18, I had to go.
Yes, yes. Who's that singing? That's you?
Different chord.
Absolutely.
That's most of the type of music we play there. They have some good music playing there at that birthday party. I wasn't playing.
Really?
Oh, them guys are good. That's the best. God, no, they were good.
Time to play on words.
Yeah. This is wonderful.
That's after the VFW.
I love the hat.
Had a good time.
Everybody says
They were the best I've ever heard.
that's the truth.
That's wonderful.
Of course, I knew Kenneman Audrey's second cousin, but he's been playing music all his life.
Okay.
I know you heard of the TV program they used to have, they call Passepartout.
Oh, definitely.
Well,
Yes.
Kenny was the head.
He was on, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Kenny and then some other guy and a gal used to run it, the three of them.
Okay.
And Kenny was one of the MCs on there.
Got you. Okay.
But he got his own band lately, and they were good.
That's good.
So he couldn't get all his band, but he picked up 2 or 3 other guys, and they were good. I mean, they chimed in.
They got a lot of good musicians around here. That's some really
Yeah, they
fantastic
sure have.
musicians. So, Mr. Ned, what would you say was the man you are today and the man you became to be? What were the experiences that led to you?
Well, I gave up on God to start with.
Okay.
Right after Hurricane, I didn't believe in him for a while.
Yeah.
And then I got to thinking, yeah, what Father Bishop wouldn't like this.
Yeah.
So I think he's the cause of me going back. I went to confession then. And me and my brother Spig got all kind of trouble.
Okay.
He was
The boxer.
bouncer at the bar. He got a bouncing job.
Sure.
At Sweeney's and John's Barn.
Absolutely.
All the
Yes.
big. And he didn't carry no weapon. He just bounced.
He was good with his hands. So Father Bischoff helped you find God again.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't in the Creole. He was somewhere in Evangeline, I believe.
Absolutely. I know Evangeline.
Anyway, I went and talked to him. I told him. He said, well, it's too terrible to talk about. He says, but he says, God will take care of you. He said, don't forget the good Lord. He says,
And that's what you needed.
yeah.
Now, one more story that I heard about.
Yeah.
Someone named Frank.
Oh, no, that's not current.
What about, what's that story?
Frank was about in the war, about when we grew up together in Lafayette.
Okay.
Frank was my first cousin.
Okay.
Kenny Menard was Frank's nephew.
Okay.
His daddy was Frank's brother. But anyway, Frank was the first one to be drafted. You know, World War II, I was too young when World War
He was the
II.
first in the family to be drafted?
Yeah, I remember, I think. And he made his family. Frank went to war, he went overseas to Germany.
Okay.
And he went and made all of it, the whole Hitler's war, Frank was over there.
Wow.
From the start to the end, he made all the German battles.
Goodness.
And his bad part of it was Belgium.
Belgium?
Belgium.
Yes.
He got caught in that Battle of the Bulge, they call it.
He was in the Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah.
Goodness.
He got so bad, he got away from his unit. He was on up by himself.
Oh no.
And there's snow everywhere on that Belgium, he says. But he couldn't find anybody that from his outfit. He said all Germans.
Oh my goodness.
So he had to get his motor hard.
Okay.
And he said he was walking towards a city. I don't know what the city was in Belgium. He said he knew he had a city there, and he probably found a friend in Belgium.
Yes.
Anyway, he said he had Germans all over the place.
Yeah.
And he said he came upon walking in the snow. He says he had a backpack and a rifle. And he said he came upon this woman on the side of the road.
Okay.
She had hollering for help. He went over there, and she was pregnant. She couldn't walk.
Oh my goodness.
She had been hit, I don't think.
She had not been shot or
No.
anything? Okay.
I think she was just pregnant, and it was
Sure.
about that time that she was sick.
Okay.
So he found out what it was, that she was pregnant.
Okay.
So, but this is how he picked her up somehow and put her on his shoulder, on his backpack
Goodness.
somehow. And he
Yes.
walked into the hospital in the city.
Okay.
He didn't hear any more from him, but he saved her life, I'm sure.
So he got her to the hospital.
Yeah, he had a hospital
Okay.
working in Belgium.
Wow.
So she went to the hospital, apparently had the boy, and she must have been a dignitary, a government. She must have been a high post.
Really?
Because after the war, he didn't think any more of it. The thing was over, he was back home.
Yeah.
And he got some kind of notice that he was invited to Belgium, him and his family, for a free visit to the people that she had saved, you know.
Oh my
And
goodness.
they were still alive, the war was over, and the boy was gone. He had the boy, and he was up in age, but Frank was married and had
Yes.
that family. So his family, you know, they didn't care where Belgium
Oh, come on.
after the war. So the people out there asked if they could come down
Yes.
and see Frank and his family and thank him for what he had done.
Yes.
So her and the boy, she was pregnant for,
Right.
he was a grown man then.
Yes.
And they were partly wheels in the government of Belgium.
Okay. Yes.
So they came to Broussard and Frank's house.
Broussard, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And they had a big shindig for Frank,
Oh my
family,
goodness.
and anybody he wanted to invite. And they paid for everything, all the drink, all had some fancy food. They catered the best. And they stayed about 5 or 6 days, and then they went back to Belgium, but everything was paid for.
Yes.
But later on, the people in Belgium invited them again. If they wanted to go, they paid the airfare, everything.
Did he get to go?
So Frank and his family got to go, yeah.
Wonderful. What an amazing story. He just came along, and luckily he was there.
Frank got shot up pretty bad.
Oh, really?
He got shrapnel all over his body.
Of course, yeah.
He got shot up pretty bad, but yeah, probably put some medals all over him. And he got well decorated.
Exactly.
That's the only hero we got.
That's and you're a hero, Ned.
Yeah.
I
always did what they told me to do or tried to.
But you did some great things.